Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is Wednesday today and I am downtown Waterloo going into PS Treasures and Collectibles, which is where I have my vintage booths, and I am going to be stocking stuff. There's a guy walking next to my car. Awkward. Just me in here talking to myself, sir. I'm fine. I got a Halloween stuff. If you watched my last video, the Halloween stuff I'm bringing in today, and then get pictures of my booth and get pictures of the shop and do promotion and all the things. So Wednesdays are like my big booth day for all of that. So yeah, just done some work here in the front windows too. So putting up the fall, ready for the cooler temperatures. Kids back in school. Summer is over. It's been so hot and humid here. It's finally cooled off a bit today, but still warm. And I am ready to start getting my Halloween stuff outside here. Probably next week or the week after. Do it while the weather's super nice and enjoy it for a couple months, because it's a lot of work to get that stuff out there. And the second Halloween is done and it comes down, Christmas goes in its place, because again, it is a lot of work to put that stuff up, and I want to enjoy it for, you know, not just 1 month, but two months each. 2 months Halloween, 2 months Christmas for the decorations. Here's a look at the shop. She's got some fall things going in the window. Gonna have to make 2 trips. I don't think I can carry all this at once. Well, none of the Pride stuff that I brought down sold. That's okay. I can hang these up in my earring space over there. These I'll need to take home and repackage to hang them up here, but that's okay. You never know until you try. I am a sweaty mess, but I've done rearranging. Got my signs there, and then the other side. Did a little bit of moving around. Here. So yeah, very happy. I'm a sweaty mess, but I'm happy. Okay, so this is the reality of having a booth. I don't know if you can tell, but I am like sweaty. I just left there. I did a bunch of rearranging of especially one of the pegboard walls, and yeah, I was just like, by the time I left, I'm like sweaty, so I gotta shower and change. But it is a very physical job. You wouldn't think it is, but I think especially because I've got those pegboards, which I love, but you know, always moving the hooks and all the things, and you know, then I was hanging my signs, and then I rearranged some shelves, and like by the time I was done, I'm like, oh my god, this is bad. It's so hot. But anyway, doesn't help that it's also still hot outside, and that humidity just creeps in no matter what you're doing. But I'm a sweaty person anyway, so yeah, gonna have to go get cleaned up. But I'm outside with the puggies now. Someone came in, they had a pug too. His name was Frank. Teddy's oldest brother was named Frank, and he had another brother named Fred, and Teddy's original name was Fran. Probably like Fran McCaffrey. I don't know. Okay, we just went outside. Teddy's walking. There's your treat. We missed it. There's Charlie's. And we missed it. We have a hard time catching it, but that's okay. Hi, buddy. Guess what? There was a pug at the store today. A couple came in with a pug. His name was Frank. You got them all. Oh, look, we will continue to sniff in case we missed one. In case we missed one. It is a few hours later. I am showered. I have new clothes. No more sweaty, dirty. But I had to come over to Cedar Falls to go to the pharmacy. And so I'm going to go to the Cedar Falls Fairway. If you saw my last vlog, I went to the Waterloo Fairway to get some things that I can't ever seem to get anywhere else. I wanted reduced fat Pringles. They were out. So because the pharmacy is near the Cedar Falls Fairway, I'm going to go in and see if they have reduced fat Pringles. First world problems. Where are the reduced fat Pringles? They're very hard to find. They're just less greasy and salty than the regular Pringles. Now there is a reduced salt Pringles I see, but I like the reduced fat. I don't know. It's just a different thing. They hit different. So let's go see if this one has any in it. All right. Let's see. I always would get Papa things from this bakery, or the bakery stuff that they have out. I still think that when I go into a store, you know, and I see something, like, oh, for Papa, and then, nope. I also need jar garlic. Totally forgot that I was out. I'm making lasagna tomorrow, so this is a good chance to get that too. Where are the chips? Nope, this is the cereal. Okay. Apparently the chips and the alcohol are in the same aisle. Well, not apparently. They are. Oh, there they are. Yay. Are they on sale? I thought they were on sale. Oh, a new sale started this week. Now they're not on sale. Oh, man. Well, that's why they were all sold out at the other store. Totally left the produce department, forgetting that the jarred garlic is usually in the produce department. So we're getting a walk. There's that easy onion stuff. So good. And then we have our chopped garlic. Good news, everyone. The Pringles were on sale. I walked past an end cap of Pringles as I was heading to checkout. They have 2 Pringles sections at that store anyway, and the signs for the sale were up. So they were on sale. Although the sale was $1.98. Who else remembers when Pringles were 99 cents a can? It's the food manufacturers that are doing the price gouging. It's not the farmers. It's not the stores. It's not the restaurants. It's the manufacturers of the food. They've got a look, and they've figured out that people are going to pay these prices because what are you going to do? You have to have food. I mean, you don't have to have Pringles, but still. And they are getting record profits. It's the manufacturers. That's who's doing it. But what are they going to do? How are we going to get them to lower the price? I don't know. Anyway, that house has several large flags in the yard. That looks very nice. Anyway, I decided to also come over here to Trinkets and Togs, the little thrift store here in Cedar Falls. There's 3 locations for this place. There's Waverly, Grundy Center, and here, the Waverly one, I think is the best store. This one's tiny, but I wanted to pop in since I was over, and I thought maybe they'd have a few. I might luck out and find a few little vintagey Halloween things for my booth. It's interesting sourcing for the booth versus eBay is I don't have to look for the high price point to like make it worth me listing on eBay. Like, do I really want to go through the time of photographing and listen if I'm only going to sell it for a few dollars on eBay? But if I can pick something up for $1 and sell it for $4, $5, $6 in my booth, okay, if it'll sell fast and dress it up a bit. So I'm going to go in here and see if they have anything that I could add to my booth. Okay, here it is. It's right next to Starbucks off University Avenue over in Cedar Falls. A little bit of Halloween here. Got this little set here, but it's $4, and that's, I'd probably only be able to put $4.99 on it, so not really, not worth it for me for the booth. Back in the car, I only spent $3. I got this little pumpkin. This is, I think it's Taiwan or Hong Kong, Taiwan. So a little bit of age to it. This is funny. I really do well with pop culture things. And then this vintage sticker pack, it's 80s. I have so many vintage sticker packs that I'm thinking of pulling those out too and putting those in my booth just to, instead of lotting them up on eBay. Be fun to put them in the booth. This, of the 3 stores, this is the least favorite of mine. It's small. First of all, it's very, very small. The other 2 are a lot bigger. They have furniture. They're bigger. Also, they really price high here in that they pull a bunch of stuff and they put it in the front. And then they also have a bunch of stuff behind the counter, like on the wall behind the counter, so you can kind of see it. And it's all stuff that they've marked way up, and it's, it's just not worth it. But that's what a lot of people do. They go onto eBay and they look up something and they see what things are listed for. They don't look at the solds. And even when you do look at the solds, you have to consider selling in a local area versus selling online. They're 2 different things. When you sell on eBay, you've got over almost 200 million customers around the world. And you only got to find that one person who wants to pay up for what you've got. In a local store, the chances of that one person coming in to your shop and buying what you have at full retail price is going to be difficult. And especially if you need to move your inventory, which I feel like a lot of people in this business don't do. I'm like, I'm here to move stuff. We need to move it on out. Although when I did go to my booth this morning, I thought I was going to pull a bunch of stuff out, but I still find more room. My thing when I'm putting inventory in the booth is you want to fill it up, but I also am trying to leave enough space around each item so somebody can comfortably put their hand in and get it, right? So instead of just piling all these things up together so they're touching, I try to separate them enough so like if there's a coffee mug, a spice tin, and a bank, I don't know, that they're there together, but the person can put their hand in and easily get it out. That makes sense? So even though I always think it's completely full, I still am able to move things around because things sell and then you can move them around and fill in those gaps. But so I don't think I brought, other than that Pride stuff, I did bring that home. I'll just box it up and save it for next year and I can bring it out again for the Pride. They had the flag out and I don't know. She said they were busy. So, maybe they just had regular customers coming in. But I would imagine when I was thinking about it, if people went to the Pride Fest, they probably had all that kind of stuff, bracelets and pins and everything in there anyway. They weren't like, oh my gosh, I need a rainbow pin. Let me go across the river and buy one. You know what I mean? So it was nice to have it in there and I thought it was fine. But I put the general rainbow stuff in, but anything that was like specific Pride I brought home because I also need to repackage it. I had it packaged differently so it can hang on the wall. Anyway, that is a roundabout way to say I am done now and I need to go home. And my lower back is hurting so badly. I've been having a lot of trouble lately with it, and I think it's because of how I'm sleeping. I have arthritis in my lower back and hips, and when it's really acting up, it's usually because of a situation. My pillows, I don't know, my mattress. The mattress I have got these adjustable beds. Both my dad and I got them. And so it's the mattress that will adjust with an adjustable bed, but I never really use the adjustable bed. But I'm like, I really haven't flipped the mattress or anything. Maybe I should do that. But I'm like, I just made the bed. I don't want to flip it too, but it just might be pillows. But man, when your back hurts, I never understood people that would talk about back pain until you have back pain. Oh man, it just debilitates you. So I've been taking extra medicine, putting on that Voltaren stuff, which is great, don't get me wrong, but man, it hurts. Anyway, dragging my feet long enough, time to go back home, and I need to work on the Facebook posts for the shop, get my own stuff done, probably do that the rest of the day, and then tomorrow I can get back into editing. The Beginner's Guide to Selling on eBay 2025 edition. I'm on the second draft of it, so we're making progress, but whew, it is kind of nice to have a day away from it. I was like, well, I'm busy today doing other things. Working on that tomorrow, or maybe Friday, because I have things planned for tomorrow too. All right, I'm heating up my dinner. We have leftover fish. I'm putting it in the air fryer in the hopes that it crisps up. So a couple weeks ago, I went to Aldi and I got this caramelized onion and bacon dip. It says Taste of the South. But I didn't have like a potato chip. I have blue corn chips, but I was like, I feel like a potato chip. So we have our reduced fat Pringles. So here is what it looks like. It very much smells like, a French onion dip. Anyway, let's dippity-doo here. Get a little bit on here and we'll see. Well, that is quite tasty. I feel like it needs a more substantial chip than a Pringles chip, so, but it is quite good. A lot better than just like a regular French onion dip, in my opinion, just because it's smokier and it's thicker. So if you like French onion dip, you like oniony things, definitely, this is a thumbs up. And yeah, you can taste the bacon in there too. So yeah, thumbs up. Again, it's the caramelized onion bacon dip. I don't know if this is a year-round thing. If you're a regular Aldi shopper, let me know. Sometimes they do seasonal stuff, but I would definitely get this again. I just need a heartier chip. I mean, I love my reduced fat Pringles, but I don't really use dip with these, I just eat them plain because they're so good plain. But thumbs up for the dip. It is the next day. It is Thursday, and I'm here at Target. Here at Super Target to shop for Sophie's birthday. My grandniece turning 5, birthday party this weekend, and I wanted to save it until I could just come and shop for that and not have to get a bunch of other unfun things, like, oh, I need Drano, or I need this and that. No, just shopping for her birthday. So I'm so excited to go in. I want to maybe look at some clothes for her, maybe look at some art things. She loves stickers and drawing and all that kind of things. And she is an only child. So I was trying to think of things that she could kind of like play with on her own. And also she gets so many toys. Like, this child wants for nothing. She gets so many toys, and I know she will for her birthday. Which of course I want to buy her all the toys too, but I'm going to try to look at maybe some art things. We shall see, but I'm excited to go in, and have a look around. I have not been inside Target. It's been a while. It's funny how Target was once my happy place, and now I'm like, I just do the drive up. It's so much easier. So, but this will be fun, going in and shopping for Sophie's birthday. All right, found everything. I can't really film in here. They're playing music super loud, but I'll haul it for you when I get home. Okay, finally home. I could not film in there. They were just blaring music, which is kind of new. But anyway, that's fine. I found the two things I really wanted to get her, which was the Light Bright and then the Magnadoodle. I had to look everywhere. It's just very hard to find. And then I finally found an end cap in the toy section with quote unquote the retro toys. So got her those two things. That's really what I wanted to for sure find. Got her these smelly Crayola stickers or markers. They are washable. Then some mess-free coloring. She loves the Disney princesses. So I got her two of these. This one's got glitter. And then a big giant coloring book page thing. This is a sticker book. She loves stickers. These are just too cute. She and her mom both ride horses. Her mom does barrel racing, and Sophie does some other little competitions for her age group. And her birthday party is pony themed, and she actually has a couple of her own horses. Well, I mean, they're her mom's, but she calls them hers. So I just thought these were cute. They're just little stick-on patches, little frozen little makeup set, just lip balm. I think it's what? 1 lip balm, 2 shimmer cream, and water-based nail polish. So I needed a better gift bag. And then I was having the worst time finding clothes because she is a 6, which at Target is a 6'7" small. And man, they did not have the smalls in anywhere. I was just really having to dig. These were a clearance find, these little cute little shorts. How cute. And then a black top to go with it, or whatever. It's going to be very warm here in Iowa still for a while, so I'm sure she can use that. The only Disney princess shirt I could find in the small. Then I got her this little set, still short sleeves and leggings. Again, trying to find smalls that would match. That was like so hard. 1 unicorn shirt. It's the only small in all the unicorn shirts. These are leggings that look like jeans. These were on the clearance rack. They were only $5.40. Again, just having such a hard time finding the size 6. And this pretty little dress in the purple, and then a long sleeve in this pink. They still don't have a ton of the long sleeve stuff out because, again, it's still going to be quite warm here in Iowa. I mean, really through October if you wear even just a light jacket. So I hope these will all work for her. I did get a new bag, put everything in, so yay. I didn't go too overboard, I feel like, maybe. But it's so fun to shop for the grand niece and grand nephews. I have been in adulting. I had a charge on a credit card that I didn't recognize. So, the company, they're like, well, we're going to just cancel that card out. So, okay, great. Well, then that was my business card. So I've got to go through and all the things that were charged to that card, monthly bills, I got to change, which is fine, except for the cable company, because you have to practically give a DNA sample in your firstborn child, if you have one, to the cable company for them to do anything. And I don't have a paper copy of my bill because it was all online. It's like, well, then you could go online and do it. I'm like, dude, I don't have a password for this. So I'm going to have to go down to the office of the cable company to change the card that this gets charged to. Or just put it on, the automatic withdrawal. But I'm like, dang, why is this so hard? But I had my health insurance, my dental insurance, and then the cable company thing, which is cable and internet. And I'm like, Come on. Can you just, he's like, I think they entered your social security card wrong because I've got your account up, but in order to verify the account, I need you to give me your account number. Even though he can see it, I have to verify it. I'm like, I don't have a paper copy of the bill. Anywho, getting ready to make my lasagna. Okay, so I use, if you just Google world's best lasagna, it's in all recipes, so allrecipes.com. World's best lasagna. This is the recipe I go off of, but I'm not really going to use this one because I'm not using the canned tomatoes. It calls for a pound of sweet Italian sausage and a half a pound of ground beef, or 3/4 a pound of ground beef. I'm just going to use 1 pound of ground beef. That's all the meat I'm going to have. Normally you'd put crushed tomatoes, canned tomatoes, tomato paste. I'm just using spaghetti sauce, adding in my own onion and garlic, I guess some water, a little sugar, if you want other spices, whatever. And because there's a lot of them. And then basically the cheese, which is the ricotta and egg, mozzarella, and parm, and just putting that together as a lasagna. So like it's this recipe, but actually not really. But you know, like lasagna is you get your sauce, you get your cheese mixture, and you layer it. That's really all there is to it. So whatever recipe you have for that. This is good if you do it this way with all of, you know, but we're not doing that. Okay, we're not going to open a bunch of cans. I'm just going to use the jar sauce. So I was thinking of this day, I made this when my brother was living here, and he really, 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 really liked it. He's, of course, not here anymore, but it's his birthday this weekend. It'll be his birthday on Sunday or Monday. When's the 2nd? His birthday was on September 2nd. So anyway, time to make the lasagna. Yesterday, I got garlic at Fairway. I had some, but I needed more. I accidentally got chopped and not minced. I don't really think it matters. We'll mush it up. And I'm going to be using the Easy Onion. Y'all, I'm telling you, these are so good. They, in my area, Target was the only store that had them, but now Fairway does, and I'm assuming Walmart probably does too. But I do have frozen onions, but I want to use this since it's already open. Then we're not chopping actual onions. This stuff is so good. Update, we are not using the jar onion because they smelled a little funky. So we'll do the frozen chopped. Like I said, the original recipe calls for the pork and the ground beef. Now, in the past, I've made this with just 1 pound of sweet Italian sausage. I just don't like a lot of meat. Like 1 pound is honestly even more than I really like a lot of it. I'll kind of pick it out, but it does give a good flavor. You could use ground turkey. You could also make it meatless. The thing with the meat is I like a little bit. I like a little bit of meat. But obviously you could substitute whatever you wanted. If you wanted to use spicy sausage, you could. You know, the main thing here is you're just cooking. You're just getting the meat cooked. Whatever meat you use, just make sure you brown it. All right, so the ground beef, onion, garlic, then I added in just some jarred pasta sauce. I just added in the equivalent of what the tomatoes would have equaled, the cans of tomato stuff. Some water, a little sugar. I threw in these parsley flakes. These are like Dollar Tree. There's like literally, they're just crumbs. And then some Italian seasoning. Of course, you can put in all kinds of other things. Again, whatever you want. If you like it spicy, you could put red pepper flakes, all that. I am going to go ahead and add in a little bit of cream cheese into the sauce. That just makes it so delicious. And I like things that are definitely on the mild, sweeter side versus the spicy, savory. So, but yeah, a little bit of cream cheese in your pasta sauce. That's another, can't go wrong. Like you cannot go wrong. Forgot to actually boil the noodles. So get the water to boil the noodles. This is simmering, getting that cream cheese melted. And now I'm going to mix up the cheese mixture. So it's just ricotta, an egg, mozzarella, grated. Of course, you can use the stuff in the jar too. I wanted to get mozzarella slices. That works so nicely. But when I was at Fairway, they didn't have any. So we will just go with the shredded. But just mix this up. And yeah, we're now waiting for the water to boil. I did not want to get my big Dutch oven pot out to boil the noodles. So in order to get them to fit in a regular pot, I just broke them in half, which is fine anyway. It kind of makes it easier, honestly, to place them. And I put the whole box in. Only calls for 12, but I like more pasta in mine. So I think there's about, I don't know, 16 or 17 in here, all broken in half. So those will boil for about 8 minutes. I also don't like al dente pasta. Blech. I do not want to be chewing and have pasta stuck in my teeth. So Obviously, it will still bake in the oven, but yeah, el dente is el no. It's an el no. El icky, el dente. Ew. All right, I have my setup here. Now, there's two ways you can do this. One, you can do 2 layers of noodles, kind of overlapping a bit, or you can do 3 layers of noodles. And I love my noodles, so I will be doing 3 layers of noodles. So you start with the base, layer noodles, layer cheese, some of that on top, and just repeat the process. So again, I'm gonna do 3 layers, so it'll be nice and noodly. Okay, so we've got a meat sauce layer, noodle layer, the ricotta and egg mixture, and then some Parmesan, or I'm sorry, mozzarella. Then I'm gonna add some more meat sauce with my handy scoop, and then sprinkle grated Parm on that layer and just keep repeating. So doesn't that look good? Did I use more cheese than it called for? Yes, I did. So now I'm gonna just put some foil over it, bake it for 25 minutes, take the foil off, and then another 25 minutes. So I managed to get it all in. I know they sell lasagna pans that are a little deeper. It would be nice to have one of those, but you know, we're still using the good 1960, 1970 pans that my mom bought. So, and they work better than any other pan out there, I think. Oh, and spraying the part of the foil that's touching the lasagna with a little spray will keep it from sticking when you have to remove it. And there she is. She's fresh out of the oven. She's gonna need a little bit of time to rest. She's got a set, about 10, 15 minutes, but smells so good, turned out perfectly. The timer just went off, so that's why Teddy's barking, because he thinks we're under attack. He's running in every room of the house. Where's the danger? Teddy! Teddy! Honey. Right, Charlie? It's okay. Good boy, you're protecting the house. Good. Oh, you're tired? Oh, I don't think you're going to have any lasagna. It doesn't have puppy foods in it. No. But I appreciate you protecting the house, Teddy. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And check out the links under the video. The very first link will take you to my Amazon storefront. There you will find all of my books and recommended products. I've written numerous books about how to make money online on sites such as eBay, Etsy, Amazon, and YouTube. So if you're interested in learning how to make money the same way I do, be sure to check those out. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.